I love this so much. I finally have my hands on it. I love it so much. So here's the video that a portion of you have been waiting for. Not all of you. Not all of you are gonna care about this, but the bullet journals. I have a lot. I have 5 of them. And all serve a purpose. So there are a lot of things going on in my life right now, a lot of different projects, and you gotta organize those because I am terrible at organizing. There are so many things in my brain, so many things that I want to do, and it's very difficult to do all of them if you don't have a place to like see it and organize it. So this is not like a step-by-step, extremely in-depth video about how I stay organized because even I don't know how to do that quite yet because I'm still trying to find a real system that works for me. But to put it very simply, I at least use the bullet journal system. Now I have a lot of planners I've gone through. The Erin Condren, which was fine, it was cute, but it was too much money because all I wanted to do was buy stickers and decorate them, which just ruined, it just defeated the purpose of having it. So I was spending way too much on stickers and I couldn't deal with that. So then I saw videos about the bullet journal. These add up, but these work for me. Now besides these, I do have another planner, a planner from Ruskerville on Etsy, which I don't have with me right now, but it's like an everyday kind of businessy planner or something that you would find at the store, but it's handmade because it's from Etsy, and I actually use those. I use that one for like actual events, like if I'm traveling somewhere and there's like a big event and there's like a lot of stuff happening in the day, then I would use that because it has like an actual like hourly timetable thing. So that's for like really professional kind of stuff that when I really need to get stuff in order. This, depending on the one that I'm pulling out, yes, it is for that, but this is more like, I don't know, let's just talk about why I have all of these. So this is the first one that I got, and it's a black one because I love black. This was my 2016, starting like in September, I think that's when I started this. This is my 2016 planner. This was going to also originally be, this also had some stuff for like Buffer Festival when I was planning for that, YouTube planning stuff. I was trying to make a list for iMedia, the different videos that I would do for them. You know, if you go on YouTube, lots of people have very artistic abilities. I, however, do not. Toronto itinerary. I attempted to be artistic by drawing a cat for my weekly spread. Yeah, I had YouTube ideas at a YouTube list. So it just had like everything piled up in this, and that's when I learned, well, I always knew this, but the reason why I have so many of these is because I cannot have everything like in one notebook. I have to have everything like in its own separate book. That's why I collected so many notebooks as a kid. So that still sticks with me in my adult years, but I can't, So this was everything, like this was YouTube stuff, articles for my own personal use or whatever. That kind of stuff. And as you may or may not know, I work at DTV News, which is the All-American Sign Language Voiceover Captioning news station, link down below, to keep track of the reports that we do, whether it be the daily news or special reports. I keep track of it in here. And since our news station color is like a dark blue, I bought this just to match that. So really all this has is like I have the monthly calendar so I can keep track of the days that I have off, which it's a news station, so we air Monday through Friday, but I take Friday and Saturday off, so I make sure I have that, plus if there's any other random days that I take off in case I'm traveling, or if my anchor is out, then I have that. So like usually there's a lot of different writers, and on average I do 3 stories a day, sometimes more, depending, and yeah, this one's pretty simple, and I would be having this one for a long time. And then I wanted something just for YouTube planning, having a list of video ideas, and if it was like a big video, then I would have like everything outlined. Not necessarily scripted, I keep that on Google Docs, but like for instance, I'm planning Vita vlog every day in April, so I have the questions right here. It's not finished. I'm working on an Alexander Graham Bell video, which is a lot. There's a lot of notes in here, so that is there. And then like, for example, so like each colorful header is like not necessarily the title, but like the main thing about what the video is. Like here's my video list, and then like that birth control video that I did, I kind of outlined what I wanted to talk about and in what order. So I didn't want to have it scripted to avoid sounding robotic in the video, but at least didn't want to go completely off track. So there's that. And then I have the emerald one. Honestly, I wanted this because of the color, because I'm that person. But book writing. I'm writing a book. No, I don't have a book deal, so this is like for fun, because I used to write a ton growing up and I wanted to get back into it, so why not do a book? So I have like my title page and that's actually, what is that? Oh, I have it. This is my title page and it's completely empty. What? I don't know. But then it's like I have the main info for my book and then like a brain dump, so anything that I think about. People do this in their personal bullet journals too, but anything I think about that doesn't fit in a certain page, and I'll just stick it in there. I haven't written anything. Chapter ideas and an actual outline. And then for each chapter that I have, there's like little notes that I write in here. So like the introduction that I write for the book, and then like talking about, it's a death-related book, okay? So say my diagnosis, I make a chapter on diagnosis, and then I write what I want to write in that chapter. And it's just identity, dating, that's all, has their own little chapters there. And then the white one, my brand new one that I bought like a week ago. 2017. I have a lot of leftover pages in this one. Like I've only hit like 50 pages, but like I said, I'm that person. I needed to start fresh for the new year. But I'm still gonna use this for like if I have colored pencils. I have colored pencils that I use now because I hate using pens in this. Besides just writing, but for like drawing, coloring, decorating, color pencils, please. So I like test out the colors in here, any layouts that I want to do instead of constantly doing it in pencil. I practice it in this, so it's kind of like a backup to this. Let me say, you think these 5 would be in the end, right? No, because Indigo/Chapters had a boxing sale of 40% off. 40% off their Lichtens, and I didn't buy any. I wanted to. But I wanted one for the writing website that I'm about to launch, maybe. And one for like actual public speaking, but I didn't, it's not gonna happen yet. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna wait. I really like these. Now, if you know what these are, then you know that these are actually kind of really expensive. Canadian dollars are 24, US, they kind of depend on where you get them. Amazon goes anywhere from like 15 to freaking 30, $40. But then there's websites on average that sell them for 16 to 20 bucks. So they're very expensive. I love the paper. The pens that I use go great with this. It's dotted, which is great. I'm a dotted girl. Some people like grid. I like dot. It's a good quality notebook and it has little bookmarks and stuff. So that's how I tend to try to organize my life right now, by having a bullet journal system and using one journal per whatever it is. News, YouTube, my own writing gig, on my own time. If you want any plan with me, this is not gonna happen. This is not going to be a plan with me channel because I suck at that. But there are plenty of other YouTubers who are bullet journal YouTubers who are completely artistic and awesome and much better at things than I am. So if you bullet journal, let me know. Let's fan girl, fan guy, fan person together. If you want to follow me on all of my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to help support my content on Patreon, link to that will be down below or somewhere on this end card. Or you can simply leave a one-time tip or whatever on coffee, link to that also down below. Feed my coffee habit, please. I upload every Monday and Thursday unless otherwise stated, and I will see you later. Bye.